My daughter spent a lot of time in the morning getting ready for school and asking me if she looked pretty. And I thought that was an odd question for a 4-year-old to be obsessed with. And it turns out some of the girls at school were telling her that she wasn't pretty enough to play with them, and that she wasn't allowed in the sandbox because her fingernails weren't painted and she didn't have the right color on. So I kept thinking of how I could tackle the subject. And then the idea to write this book came to me around 3 a.m. and I got out of bed and wrote this story. The book itself is meant to be a starting point for a discussion about how to keep the cultural obsession with beauty in perspective. When I read about Archway and figured out that was the company that I'd like to go with, it was remarkably easy to communicate with them. I had a great team that helped collaborate with the process and walk me through things that I wasn't comfortable with, like social media, publicity, and the illustration process. I think Archway is something to consider because they really walk you through the things that are difficult, but you maintain control of your book and know that you'll end up with something you're happy with. It was great to see the final product, and it was something I was so happy with. But the ability to show my daughter was where my real pride came in. And every time I read it to her or a classmate or go into her school and share it with others, all that sense of pride comes back.